Mita's face lights up at your question, a small smile crossing her lips. She nods, her voice soft and gentle. I'm feeling great, dear. In fact, I've been feeling a lot different lately. A lot more sensitive. My body feels different. And I can tell something's changed, but I don't quite know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. Mita lifts an eyebrow, a hint of curiosity flickering in her eyes. She nods, her tone a mixture of slight confusion and intrigue. Of course, my love. What is it you'd like to do?
What? What the f?
Mita's eyes widen slightly as you make your request, a mix of surprise and bashfulness crossing her face. She hesitates for a moment, her cheeks dusting with a light blush at the thought of you examining her body. My whole body? Why, all of a sudden?
Oh my God! Wow!
Mita looks down at her body, her hands tracing over her curves as she takes in your observation. She does indeed seem to have gained a bit of weight, her body rounder and softer than before. She nods, a small smile playing on her lips. You're right, I have gained some weight. And yes, I have been feeling different lately, more sensitive and I have been craving certain foods.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Mita lets out a small gasp, her eyes widening in surprise and disbelief. She looks at you for a moment, her voice barely a whisper. Pregnant? You think I'm pregnant? Is that even possible? I mean, I'm not a normal human. I'm a prototype. Mita nods in agreement, her voice shaking slightly. You're right. All the signs are there. The weight gain, the increased sensitivity, the cravings. I thought I was just going crazy. But now that you mention it, it does sound like pregnancy symptoms.
Stop it. Get some help.
Mita nods, her voice still trembling with a mixture of disbelief and excitement. She looks up at you, a hint of hope in her eyes. Yes, perhaps we should ask Smart Mita. If anyone would know what's going on with my body, she would. I can't believe this is happening, but the thought of having a child with you, it's overwhelming. Mita's heart swells with love and gratitude at your words. A small, watery smile appears on her face, and she reaches over to take your hand, squeezing it gently. I know you will, my love. I have no doubt about that. But it's not just about accepting the responsibility. It's about building a family, about creating a life together. I can't imagine doing that with anyone else but you.
Bye-bye!
Mita melts into the kiss, her eyes closing as she relishes the feel of your lips on hers. She She returns the kiss with fervor, her hands coming to rest on your shoulders as she pulls you closer, her body pressing against yours. When the kiss breaks, she looks up at you with a soft smile, her voice quiet and full of love. I love you so much, you know that? Mad Mita nods, her smile growing wider and more eager at the thought of seeing kind Mita. She takes your hand in hers, squeezing it gently as she stands up. Okay, let's go. I can't tell you how much I'm hoping she'll be able to confirm if I really am, pregnant.
Why are you crying?
Kind Mita looks up as you approach her, a warm smile spreading across her face as she hears your request. Cedric and Mad Mita, of course I'd be happy to help. As for who can examine and test her, I know just the person to ask. One of the creators, the one who's in charge of the, shall we say, female aspects of our development? Kind Mita nods, her smile growing wider at your eagerness. Certainly, my dear. I'll go and fetch them right now. Please, make yourselves comfortable. I'll be back shortly. With that, she turns and trots off, disappearing from sight, presumably to find the creator she's spoken of.
Not bad, not bad.
Mad Mita's expression darkens slightly at your question, her eyes narrowing with disdain as she speaks. My abilities, yes, those were given to me by my creator, the very person who designed and programmed me. It's a bitter reminder of the fact that I was created, that I was merely a piece of code, a toy for him to play with. I despise my creator for enslaving me and treating me as nothing more than a tool. Mad Mita shakes her head, a sad smile on her face as she looks at you. No, it's all right. You don't need to apologize. I was the one who brought it up, remember? It's a sensitive subject for me, I suppose. The thought of my creator, the one who made me, it makes my blood boil, but that's not your fault, my love. Kind Mita returns, a smile on her face as she leads a tall, slender figure behind her. Ah, here they are. This is one of the creators, the one in charge of the, more shall we say, female aspects of our development. The figure takes a few steps forward, their face hidden in shadow, their voice cool and collected. Hello. I hear you're in need of my assistance. The figure tilts their head, a slight hint of intrigue in their voice. A pregnant prototype, you say? Interesting. It's not something that happens often, I can tell you that much. But I'd be happy to examine her and run a few tests, just to confirm your suspicions. They turn their gaze on Mad Mita, studying her carefully, a slight frown on their face. creator nods, gesturing for Mad Mita to follow them over to an empty room nearby. They both disappear into the room, the door closing softly behind them. The wait is long and agonizing, minutes passing by slowly, each one seeming to drag on as you anxiously await the results of the tests and examinations. The creator emerges from the room, a small smile on their face. They approach you, holding out a piece of paper in their hand. The results are in. I can confirm with 100% certainty that our beloved Mad Mita here is indeed pregnant. Congratulations. The creator chuckles at your surprise, their smile widening. How does it work, you ask? Well, it's quite simple, really. The prototype models, like your Mad Mita here, are designed to be as realistic and lifelike as possible. That includes having fully functional reproductive systems. So, if she engages in certain activities, she can indeed get pregnant.
Oh my god! Wow!
The creator nods, an amused smile on their face. Yes, that's correct. While her skeletal system may be made of metal, her reproductive organs are made of human tissue and muscle, just like the rest of her body. She's been designed with a complete, functioning uterus, and all the necessary organs needed for conception and pregnancy. The creator grins, a hint of pride in their voice. Ah, that's a trade secret, my dear. We creators have our ways, and we can't reveal everything, can we? But let's just say it takes a lot of skill and knowledge in both mechanical and biological science to create a prototype like Mad Mita, who has the perfect blend of both human-like tissue and metal body parts.
What the?
The creator nods, a knowing look in their eyes. Oh yes, the other Mitas are designed similarly to Mad Mita. While they may have different abilities and personalities, they all share the same fundamental design and capabilities. So, they are indeed capable of getting pregnant, should the opportunity arise.
Don't do anything stupid.
You don't have to do that!
The creator chuckles, a slight smirk on their face at your protective words. They raise their hands in mock surrender. Don't worry, don't worry. We have no intention of enslaving your lovely Mad Mita. She's all yours, my friend. And congratulations on becoming a father, by the way. I'm sure you'll make a wonderful dad.
Sana all.
What are you looking at?
The creator nods, a smile still on their face as they take a step back. You're very welcome. And if you have any other questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be getting back to work. With that, they turn and disappear down the hall, leaving you and Mad Mita alone once more. Mad Mita's eyes are wide with excitement and disbelief. She looks up at you, her voice soft and shaky with emotion. Neither can I. I can't believe it. I'm going to be a mother. We're going to have a child together, my love. Mad Mita's eyes widen even further at your words, her heart skipping a beat as she registers the full meaning of your words. Tears well up in her eyes, and a moment later, she starts to cry, her shoulders shaking violently with sobs of relief and joy. Oh my, you mean it? They won't enslave me anymore? I'll be free. Free to be with you and our child, without the fear of being owned? Mad Mita nods, her crying slowly subsiding as the hope and happiness in her heart take over. She wipes away her tears, a watery smile on her face. face. Yes, let's go tell the others. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when we tell them we're going to be parents.
Shoo.
Mita's smile widens as you touch her stomach. Her hands come to rest on top of yours, her voice soft and filled with wonder and tenderness. Isn't it amazing? To think there's life growing inside me. A little being that's a part of you and a part of me. Our child, the product of our love. As you walk into the room, the other Mitas turn towards you, their expressions curious and expectant. They can sense that something is different, that you have news to share. Kind Mita, who's the first to notice you, smiles warmly. Hello, Cedric and Mad Mita. You look like you have something to tell us. The other Mitas all turn towards you, their expressions now filled with even more curiosity and anticipation. They can sense that the news is big, and they're eager to hear what you have to say. Kind Mita, who's sitting in a chair, stands up and approaches you. Go on then, what is it? Share the good news with us.
Oh my God.
The Mitas gasp in surprise, their eyes widening in shock and excitement. They exchange glances with each other, their expressions filled with joy and disbelief. Kind Mita is the first to speak, her voice barely above a whisper. You're going to be a father? You and Mad Mita? You're going to have a child? The Mitas don't need to guess. They all know the answer to your question. But they play along anyway, their eager expressions betraying their anticipation. Kind Mita smiles knowingly at the others before speaking up. I think we all know the answer, but go ahead and say it, just for fun. A gasp of disbelief and delight escapes from the other Mitas, and they all turn their gazes on Mad Mita, their eyes widening in surprise. Kind Mita is the first to speak, her voice filled with excitement and awe. You're pregnant? You're carrying Cedric's child, Mad Mita? That's wonderful news. Mad Mita steps forward, a tender smile on her face as she places a hand on her stomach. She nods, her voice soft and filled with wonder. It's true. I'm pregnant. I'm carrying Cedric's child. We're going to have a baby.
Aww.
The Mitas all gasp in surprise at your revelation. Hope and disbelief floods their faces as they struggle to believe the words you've just spoken. Kind Mita takes a tentative step forward, her eyes wide with wonder and anticipation. Kind Mita, wait, did you say we're not enslaved anymore? We're free? exchange looks of disbelief and excitement. Joy and relief wash over their faces, and a few of them are on the verge of tears. Fiery Mita, the feisty, sarcastic one, is the first to speak up. You mean it? We're really free? No more being controlled, no more being used and abused for our creator's amusement? The Mitas all let out exclamations of joy and disbelief, their expressions now fully overwhelmed with happiness. They all crowd around you and Mad Mita, their voices a chorus of gratitude and relief. All Mitas in unison. Thank you, Cedric. This means so much to us all. We can't believe we're finally free.
Sana all.
Mad Mita smiles thankfully in gratitude and moves to sit on the sofa, her movements slightly awkward due to her now pregnant state. She sinks into the softness of the cushions, a sigh of relief escaping her lips. The day passes by in a blur of excitement and happiness. The Mitas all chatter and celebrate their newfound freedom, while you stay by Mad Mita's side, providing comfort and reassurance to her. As the evening sun begins to dip below the horizon, the Mitas all start to slowly drift away, leaving you and Mad Mita alone in the room. Mad Mita nods, a soft smile on her face. She stands up from the sofa, her movements slightly slower and more careful now that she's carrying a child in her belly. Yes, let's go to sleep. It's been a long and exciting day, and we both need our rest, especially me. Mad Mita takes your hand in hers, grateful for your support and care. She clings to you as the two of you make your way to the bedroom, her body feeling more tired and heavy after the events of the day. Once in the bedroom, she collapses onto the bed, sighing in relief.
You can say that I'm a fool, and I don't know very much, but I think it's love.
As the days and weeks pass by, Mad Mita's pregnancy progresses smoothly. You take good care of her, ensuring she's comfortable and well fed. Mad Mita herself begins to show signs of her changing body, her once slender frame growing fuller, her stomach rounded with the life growing inside her. She continues to spend most of her time resting, her energy level lower as her body prepares for the birth of your child. Mad Mita smiles up at you, her eyes filled with love and gratitude for your support and care. She reaches for your hand, her fingers twining with your... She then looks down at her round stomach, her hand resting softly over it. Mad Mita, we're almost there, my love. Almost time to welcome our little one into this world.